Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to get your first sale on Amazon. Now hopefully that becomes first sales or first 100 sales on Amazon, but really set a small goal and hit it and then move forward and set another one and keep hitting them. I'm a big fan of setting a goal and working backwards to it. So if your goal today, you say, you know what, I'm done doing the regular thing. I want to, commit to my entrepreneurial vision. I just want to make one sale on Amazon. That's something that in your back of your head, you're actually going to be able to achieve, and I'm going to help you get there. So be sure to stick around to the end if that sounds like something you're interested in watching, and be sure to like and subscribe down below. Appreciate it so much. As a small channel, it really helps me grow. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So I'm going to use my almighty example that we recently found and have been using here on the channel, but we're going to use it in a completely unique way. You could insert whatever product market you have here. I just like this one because it represents what I like to sell a little bit better. There's a story behind it and there's a specific audience we could think of. Sometimes if you use too broad of an example, you won't really be able to understand some of the points that I'm trying to make and the principles that I'm trying to instill into you. So when you're trying to make your first sale on Amazon, well, you first need a product and you first need a market. So let me just really quickly cover something that I like to talk about all the time, which is picking your product that you're gonna make your first sale with. When you pick that product, pick it in a market where you can actually execute and get ranked at your skill level. So something that's probably gonna happen when you're starting off is that you're gonna get reeled into all the big numbers when you start using a tool like X-Ray by Helium 10. Now, when I pull this tool up, it's basically going to show us the revenue of all the sellers selling these products on Amazon. And what we see here is that there's nothing really too over the top, too extreme about this product. We got 11, we got 12,000, 4,000, 2,000, 9,000, 5,000. What we don't see is an added zero to all of these. 120,000, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 110,000, 90,000, right? That's something that beginners have this like shiny eye for. I don't really know what to call that. It's like shiny object syndrome, I guess, where you kind of like see something that's new to you. You see all these huge numbers and you're like, if I could even just have 5% of that $100,000 per month, I could be crushing it with 5K a month. But that's not really how it works. The whole piece of the pie thing is just absolutely ridiculous. You don't want a piece of the pie. Okay, you kind of want to go into a market where there is no pie and bake that pie yourself. That was just a weird analogy, but basically what I'm trying to say is pick a market where it's going to be easy for you to start to begin with. That comes from smaller, more realistic revenue amounts in a page full of sellers that might also not really know what they're doing and aren't super fierce. If you're going up against just, a table full of poker players that are just doing this for their living, you're probably going to get crushed. You and your friends are all at a novice level. Pretty much anyone in there has an equal chance of winning. So with you coming in and learning from my channel or learning from my course, Savage University, about how to sell on Amazon the right way with an advantage in your back pocket, you're probably going to win almost every time. So now going on to making your first sale, what's the actual strategy to getting there? The first thing that you have to do, and this is a mistake that I see people make all of the time, is that you have to make your value proposition noticeable in your main image and your title. A lot of you are like, what the hell are you talking about? What does that even mean? Whatever it is that makes your product better and makes it a unique, successful addition to that market should be the biggest thing that you're advertising. So I see this all the time, like someone will make a product that's significantly better, but no one knows it's better because the only way you know it's better is when you use it. That can't be the case. I'm sorry, but it just can't. If that is the case, you're going to have a real slow start. People might find it and like it over time and you might have a niche audience, but you'll never have that quick sell and easy rise to the top. So when you're considering selling a product, spend an extra week thinking about how you're going to pick that product and how you're going to add a product to the market that customers will notice. I think one of the most ridiculous things that exists in the Amazon e-commerce world today is people are like, it doesn't matter what you sell, just pick something as long as it sells well and sell it. Okay, yeah, there's like a very small amount of truth to that, but most of the time, new people in the e-commerce world don't know what you mean by that. And they think literally, oh, I could just go sell anything, even if I don't know about it, and it's going to work out fine. And that's just not true. So I like to sell products that I have some kind of connection to in some way, or I could learn about that target audience easily. Okay, so like I'm not going to sell a product for violinists because there's no connection that I have there, and I can't really probably easily learn what that customer needs. When I sell a product where I have a general idea of it, like it's a everyday product that you can easily wrap your head around, or it's related to, a hobby that you have, or it's related to something that you know well, it's going to be so much easier to come up with what can make that product better because you'll see what's missing right away if you use the product yourself. Now, I don't want you to take that piece of information and go and try and sell yoga pants because you really like yoga. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so like with everything, it's a dichotomy. Yes, what I just said can be true, but also depending on the situation, it might not be, and you have to know what the situations are. So, like I said, I wouldn't go sell a guitar because I'm a guitarist. That's taking it too literally. Okay, you're thinking in the wrong way there. I might sell a very niche tool for measuring the distance between it's just a tape measure, but you know what I mean. So getting back to making your first sale on Amazon, I'm pretty passionate about this topic, so we might ramble on a couple about some specific areas that I just have some points of view on that I haven't gotten off my chest. Pick a product that fits into a market that you can easily rank for and easily get to the top of, where you have a distinct value proposition that is noticeable on your main image, and that's going to do 90% of the work for you. Let's say 80% of the work will be done for you right there. The market that you pick and the value that you're adding to that market are going to be the reasons that you get your first sale. Now, strategically getting your first sale, the biggest thing I can tell you is get professional photography done. Get professional photography done to highlight the value proposition, to show to the target audience that is going to be buying your product, that instantly understands the new benefit they will have if they pick your product over your competitor's product. That's how you make your first sale on Amazon. Pick a product that has a small market, but that market has a very specific customer. It's not too broad. And then now let's go jump into some of the strategy here. We've been talking just talking literally. I want to show you a little bit in my computer. That's why I'm sharing my screen after all. So when I go I'm going to open up Helium 10 here. There'll be a link down below. If you want to follow along, you do need this tool. You get 10% off for life with the affiliate link below. Right here, we want to pick someone who's been doing this successfully and doing it successfully for a long time. Okay, so we're going to pick one of these, and we're going to just select their ASIN, go to the checkbox on the left-hand side and hit Run Keyword Search. What this is going to do is it's going to pull up a tool named Cerebro that's going to show us all of the keywords related to this product, where this product is getting their sales from. So if we want to make our first sale, we want to look at exactly where we need to position our product to get that sale. All we're going to do is go to Organic Rank and put 1 to 10. That's going to give us a small list out of the 3,000 of the most targeted ones. We're going to throw in a minimum search volume of 250 and hit Apply. So now you can see we're down to just 54 here. And then if we sort that by search volume, we'll see the most relevant, most searched ones that they're getting sales from. See, Organic Rank for Fly Tying Kit is 8, 1, 6, 10, 8, 4. They're ranked in the top 10 for all of these, obviously, because of what we put above. Fly Tying Kit, Fly Tying Materials, Fly Tying, Universal Fly Tying Guide, Fly Making Kit, Fly Making Materials. So what I might do in this situation is look at, okay, depending on the product that I made and what specific advantage I'm giving my customer by choosing mine, which one of these is the most relevant? What I wouldn't do is just do something like fly fishing. We probably won't see anything here because of how we set up our filters, and that's why I kind of give you this foolproof filter setup right here. But you don't want to go too broad. That's where you start just draining that advertising budget and you start losing more money than you're making. You want your first sale to come in an exciting time, not after spending $1,000 on ads. And the way that you do that is target one of the most competitive or least competitive, most relevant keywords related to your product. So make the keyword list of 10 that you're going to be targeting exactly what your product is in different phrase structures. So what I mean by that is if you have Fly Tying Kit, Fly Tying Materials is just a variation of that same search term, but I didn't think of that. So when I go to Fly Tying Materials, you notice that it's actually a little bit of a different page, because guess what? Fly Tying Materials doesn't just mean Fly Tying Kit. It's a little bit different. So it's like something in the kit that you're ranking for. So if your value proposition is, hey, we have the highest quality, the most sustainably sourced, and the best materials in our kit, well then that's something that you should try and rank for, fly tying materials. Whereas if we look at one of these other competitors, like this one right here, Colorado Anglers, they're doing 11,000 per month. Their focus is on the hardware. They're just selling the vise, the bobbin, the threader, the bodkin, the twister, the pliers, right? So they're selling everything needed hardware-wise to start tying flies. This is the opposite. It's just the materials needed to do all of those things. So where we actually have a crossroads between these two products is the target customer is the same, but it's two different things that they're offering. So for you, that distinction is very important. If you're putting most of your budget into fly tying materials and you have the fly tying hardware, like the vise and stuff, you might have been better off just going and targeting fly tying vise and then letting the other accessories that you have as far as tools being additions to that market. So that's where we're going to end today's video. We covered a lot of ground and I don't want to keep digging in too far because we might, I want to keep the topic pretty concise and pretty specific. And I think I've done so over the course of this video. If you still don't understand it, watch the video again and take some notes this time with 100% focus so you could see the clear path that we took to get to getting that first sale. If you guys are lost and you still need more help in addition to this, the first link in the description will be the beginning to the process of submitting an application for Savage University. We're growing slow and steady over there, and I really like working with everyone on a week-to-week basis. We do a live Zoom call where everyone gets to ask me questions and interact with each other. It's just a community of Amazon sellers that all have a similar goal. That sounds like something you're interested in. Like I said, link will be down below. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for sticking around to the end, and I appreciate you watching. I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Thanks so much. Later.